everyone, I'm Jeremy. Today's day 477 of reading, trading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Let's get started. Currently on page 676. Dodged a bullet right there. Let's go lock in. Chapter 30, Grawp. The story of Fred and George's flight to freedom was retold so often over the next few days that Harry could tell it would soon become stuff of Hogwarts legend. Within a week, even those who had been eyewitnesses were half convinced that they had seen the twins dive bomb Umbridge on their brooms, pelting her with dung bombs before zooming out of the doors. In the immediate aftermath of their departure, there was a great wave of talk about copying them, so that Harry frequently heard students saying things like, "Honestly, some days I just feel like jumping on my broom and leaving this place, or else one more lesson like that and I might just do a Weasley." Fred and George had made sure that nobody was likely to forget them very soon. For one thing, they had not left instructions on how to remove the swamp that now filled the corridor on the 5th floor of the East Wing. Umbridge and Filch had been observed trying different means of removing it, but without success. Eventually, the area was rubbed off, and Filch, gnashing his teeth furiously, was given the task of punting students across it to their classrooms. Harry was certain that teachers like Professor McGonagall or Flitwick could have removed the swamp in an instant, but just as in the case of Fred and George's wildfire whiz-bangs, they seemed to prefer to watch Umbridge struggle. Then there were two large broom-shaped holes in Umbridge's office door, through which Fred and George's clean sweeps had smashed to rejoin their masters. Filch fitted a new door and removed Harry's firebolt to the dungeons, where it was rumored Umbridge had set an armed security troll to guard it. However, her troubles were far from over. Inspired by Fred and George's example, a great number of students were now vying for the newly vacant positions of troublemakers-in-chief. In spite of the new door, somebody managed to slip a hairy-snouted niffler into Umbridge's office, which promptly tore the place apart in his search for shiny objects, leapt on Umbridge on her re-entrance, and tried to gnaw the rings off her stubby fingers. Dung bombs and stink pellets were dropped so frequently in the corridors that it became the new fashion for students to perform bubblehead charms on themselves before leaving lessons, which ensured them a supply of fresh, clean air, even though it gave them all the peculiar experience of wearing upside-down goldfish bowls on their heads. Filch prowled the corridors with the horsewhip ready in his hands, desperate to catch miscreants. But the problem was that there were so many of them that he did not know which way to turn. The inquisitorial sworn members were attempting to help him, but odd things kept happening to its members. Warrington of the Slytherin Quidditch team reported to the hospital wing with a horrible skin complaint that made him look as though he had been coated in cornflakes. Pansy Parkinson, to Hermione's delight, missed all her lessons the following day, as she had sprouted antlers. Meanwhile, it became just how many skiving snack boxes Fred and George had managed to sell